5679. What's going on, man? How you guys doing? I hope all is well. Sorry we're off to a little bit of a slow start. But let's refresh this page, man. Let's refresh this page. We're not in a rain delay, are we? I don't think so. Okay, game 2 just ahead, it says. All right, cool. Yes. All right. What's going on, guys? My name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic day. Yes. All right. So my aunt's here. She likes my music. That's awesome. That hasn't really changed since the beginning. Actually, it kind of has. I lied. Let's go Phillies, says Young Shizzy. Yes. TJ100K says, let's go Braves. We welcome all fans on here, man, and we try to keep it fair for both sides. So, hey, JJ, hit that like button. Have a good stream. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for popping on here. I appreciate it so much. All right, well, the Phillies are taking on the Atlanta Braves in Game 2 of this day-night doubleheader. So, Phillies have to really just hope for a good outing from Michael Lorenzen. That's really what they're going to have to try to hope for. I mean, this is a guy who has really been struggling ever since he had the no-hitter, which was back on August 9th. It's been a little bit of a different story for him, and the thing for him is that he has to just go deep. He can't get behind on counts. That's the one thing that he was doing, or he's been doing over his last 4 or so games. And you really just have to try to see what he can do for you. The bullpen was really struggling, and still is, but they really weren't able to go or to have such a good outing today. And credit the Braves offense for that for sure, but also the Phillies pitching staff just has to be better. So Michael Lorenzen, let's get to his stats. He is 8-9 on the season. He has a 3.95 ERA. 104 strikeouts, and in his last outing, he went 6 innings, allowed 6 earned runs, 8 hits. He's actually allowed 8 hits in each of his last 4 outings, ever since he pitched the no-hitter against the Washington Nationals. So, as far as the Phillies, as far as the Braves lineup goes for the night, well, it's going to look a little bit different. So we got Ronald Acuna Jr. batting leadoff. He's actually DHing tonight. Michael Harris II is playing out in center field. He's batting second. Austin Riley hitting third at third base. Matt Olson still over at first. And Sean Murphy, who got the afternoon off for Travis d'Arnaud, he's back in the lineup behind the plate. Eddie Rosario plays out in left field. Orlando Arcia is over at shortstop. Kevin Pillar is playing out in right field. And then the second baseman, instead of Ozzie Albies, it'll be Nicky Lopez. So once again, it's Acuna Jr., Harris II, Riley, Olson, Murphy, Rosario, Arcia, Pillar, and Lopez. Of course, Ronald Acuna Jr., the player of the first game, was able to get a big solo home run. And the Braves were able to take Game 1 of this doubleheader by a score of 10-8. Phillies, they did everything that they could, possibly, especially in that bottom of the 9th. Bryce Harper had a really good swing off of Raisel Iglesias, but Braves bullpen, Kirby Yates just came in and he shut the door in the bottom of the 10th inning. All right, we're a little bit behind. Again, we got to catch up, and that's what we're going to do. So let's do that right now. There we go. Good. All right. I wish I could, time this right. I can never seem to get this right. There we go. Good. What's up, Snowman? What's up, David? How we all doing, guys? Thanks for coming on here. And thank you for tuning in. On the mound for the Braves, it'll be Kyle Wright. So the Braves, Brian Snitker, took him a while to figure out who was going to be pitching in this game. It was not announced readily. So Kyle Wright, of course, will be starting as of right now. We'll talk a little bit more about Kyle Wright in the bottom of the first inning. But Acuna Jr. is coming up. Looks pretty clear out at Citizens Bank Park. How about them Eagles? Oh, man, dude, the Eagles were able to hang on by by the skin of their teeth last night. First pitch by to Acuna Jr. It's taken for a ball. He had a big home run in that first game. 1 ball, no strikes, and the 1-0. That's a little bit off the plate for ball 2. Acuna hitting .336, hit his 36th homer of the season back in Game 1. Also has 95 RBI as well. The 2-0 pitch, way outside and low for ball 3. And he's only 25 years old. It's just unbelievable. He's tied for 6th in home runs. He's 4th in batting average, tied for 11th in RBI, and he's 4th in OPS. The 3-0, that's fouled off. Over his last 7 games, he's 9 for 25 with 3 homers and 8 RBI. The 3-1 pitch by Lorenzen, inside and high, and Acuna Jr. will lead off the ball game with a walk, and that's not how you want to start off a ball game if you're the Phillies. 3 out of the 4 pitches were balls, and Michael Harris II, who was batting 9th in the first game, sees a little bit of a difference, and he will be batting 2nd. Lorenzen kicks, deals the pitch. Fastball right down Broad Street at 95 miles per hour. His homer out to dead center field was just absolutely crushed. And he definitely let the fans hear it. No balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 upstairs. Phillies defense lineup. It'll be JT Realmuto behind the plate. Over at first base, you got Jake Cave. At second, it'll be Bryson Stott. The third baseman is Edmundo Sosa. It's the next pitch that's just fouled off. And then out in left field, you got Kyle Schwarber. Center fielder will be Brandon Marsh. And the right fielder is still Nick Castellanos. Lorenzen with 8 pitches so far. Just allowed a walk to Acuna Jr. The 1-2, swinging a foul ball. Just goes over towards the backstop. The crew chief for tonight, you got David Rackley calling the balls and the strikes behind the plate. Edwin Moscasco is over at first base. DJ Rayburn is the second base umpire. And over at third, it's Jacob Metz. Throw back over to first base, and it gets past the first baseman, Jake Cave, and Acuna's rounding second. He'll go over to third. The throw, it's not in time. I didn't see where the ball went, but it just got by Jake Cave. That's probably going to be an E1 on Michael Lorenzen, as it pulled him off the bag, and Acuna Jr. not only was able to get to second, but was able to go to third. This is how this team just is able to score so many runs in that first inning. They just jump out in front. The 1-2 pitch, chopped foul. Harris the second, hitting .293. Forgot to mention that. And the 1-2 again, another foul ball. He's putting up a good at-bat here. Michael's only 22 years old. He's from DeKalb, Georgia. He has 15 homers, 49 RBI, 25 walks, and 85 strikeouts. The pitch, swing and a miss, and there's strikeout number 86 on the season for Michael Harris. Well, Lorenzen decided to go with a changeup that was low, and it sailed out of the zone. 1 out and a runner at third. Austin Riley steps up to the plate and takes the first pitch inside and high. Lorenzen, you can see that the fastball command has been a little bit off. The speed is there, but the velocity, not so much. The 1-0 pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. We walked the leadoff hitter to third base somehow. 1 ball, 1 strike, and Riley swings and misses at the slider, so it's 1-2. Lorenzen tried to throw it back to first base to try to pick him off, and Cave couldn't make the play. It was actually a bad throw by Lorenzen, and Acuna Jr. went all the way to third. 1 out, the 1-2, low. And the count is now 2-2. Runners have scored 17 of 34 times when Austin Riley is up at the plate with less than 2 outs. The 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Michael Lorenzen as he went upstairs and climbed the ladder. And there's 2 outs. Beautiful pitch thrown right there by Michael Lorenzen. 2 away in the top of the first. A runner at third. And the pitch to Matt Olson. It's off the plate and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 just fouled back. Can you guys hear my dog? Can you hear her in the background? Could this be an NL Championship preview? It would be an NLDS preview because Phillies would have to play the Braves in the first round after the wild card series. The 1-1, it's outside for ball 2 because the Braves had the best record. We have a timeout on the mound. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Already 20 pitches by Michael Lorenzen. See that the Yankees and the Red Sox are in a rain delay, and so are the Diamondbacks and the Mets. Can you guys hear my dog in the background? Comment down below if you hear my dog in the background. During the break, I gotta tell her to be quiet. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two outs in the top of the first inning. Acuna Jr. leads off over at third. And the 2-1 pitch by Lorenzen. Outside for ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike, and the pitch outside for ball 4. 2 walks allowed in this inning by Michael Lorenzen. That puts runners at the corners. My dad's not home, but you're funny. I'm being serious though. Like, do you actually hear my dog barking? No. She's kind of annoying me. And I love her. Sean Murphy is due up at the plate. He's hitting .270 on the season. And the pitch outside. A slider at 87. All right, cool. Good. That means that this audio equipment's great. The 1-0. Fouled back. So Murphy did not start this afternoon. Travis d'Arnaud was the one that got the start for him. And d'Arnaud ended up going 0 for 5. Acuna at third. Olson at first. Both got on with walks. The pitch. Low. And Murphy almost thought about going around. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 away in the top of the first. And the 2-1 pitch Swinging a foul tip. Goes in and out of the glove. So the Cubs are taking on the Colorado Rockies. That game will be at 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Phillies are now, because of the loss today, they are only 1.5 games above the Chicago Cubs in that NL wildcard race. The pitch, another foul ball. Murphy's really making Lorenzen work here. There's Yohan Rojas in the Phillies dugout. 2-2 on the way. Another foul ball over towards the first base side. I mean, Murphy's just fighting off pitches. A lot of them are fastballs, and Lorenzen just can't get Murphy to chase after something. Just keeps making some pretty good solid contact. 2-2 pitch. Line drive into left field, and Schwarber's there to make the running catch. How about that? That was a rocket hit out to left field, and Kyle Schwarber just hung on, and the inning comes to an end. No runs, no hits, 2 men left. And we go to the bottom of the first. The Phillies are coming up to bat. All right, I will be right back in just a few moments. I will see you very, very soon. All right, cool. If you are new to the channel, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, guys. All right. Make sure that this goes here. Cool. All right. Phillies lineup. It'll look like this. It'll be Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Realmuto, Stott, Castellanos, Marsh, Sosa, and Cave. So Schwarber's playing out in left field. Turner's still over at shortstop. Harper will DH in this game. JT will bat in the cleanup spot. He's behind the plate. Bryson Stott still over at second. Nick Castellanos out in right field. Marsh in center. Sosa at third. And Cave at first. And here's Kyle Wright. This is his 6th start that he's making on the season. Here Schwarber comes up to the plate. First pitch he sees is a sinker that he just fouls off. Phillies in their regular pinstripes, their regular home uniforms, and the 0-1 pitch. Line drive into right field, and it drops in for a base hit. Pilar gets to it, turns, throws over to second, and Schwarber will just hold his horses at first base. A leadoff single by Kyle Schwarber. And I think that this is the time where you really want to try to attack and get to Kyle Wright because, you know, once he gets into a groove, it's going to be really hard to try to hit him. So, if he's leaving stuff over the plate, got to take advantage of it and make him work. Trey Turner comes up and he fouls off the first pitch. Trey has been on a whole new level. He had his 25th homer of the season in Game 1. It was a 2-run shot. At the time, the Phillies were down 8-4, and he cut the deficit to 8-6. Schwarber's over at first base. He's hit 15 homers since August 4th. The 0-1 pitch, fouled back. So just think about it from that perspective. And he's also driven in 38 RBI. And he's hitting .377. And that's just in 32 games. That's really unbelievable. No balls, 2 strikes, right, kicks, fires the pitch, outside and low. And the count is now 1-2. I mean, like, when you just put that in perspective, that's like over a month, he's hit almost about 2/3 of the home runs that he's had this season. The 1-2 delivery, outside again. And that makes the count 2-2. Dallas Football Girl, what's going on? Thanks for coming on here. I appreciate it. We've had a pretty busy day. Been doing a little doubleheader. Phillies lost the first game to the Braves by a score of 10-8. The 2-2 by Wright. Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. And Trey Turner and Kyle Schwarber get back-to-back singles. And the Phillies may have something cooking as Bryce Harper, who had a game-tying homer in the bottom of the 9th of Game 1, he's coming up. That 2-run homer out to left center field went 406 feet. Just out over the rail. Schwarber at second, Turner at first. Still nobody out in the bottom of the first. And the pitch inside and in the dirt for a ball. That was his 16th homer that he was able to hit on the season. He's driven in 60 runs as well. 1-0 is the count to Bryce. And the 1-0 pitch. Inside and low again for ball 2. Wright's been going with that curveball a lot. And it just has not been working for him. He's awesome. He's so awesome. The 2-0 pitch. A sinker up high and outside for ball 3. And JT Realmuto waits in the on-deck circle. Yeah, Dallas, he's really awesome. Phillies trying to get on the board and strike first in Game 2 of this day-night doubleheader. The 3-0 by Wright to Harper. Just on the outside edge of the plate. And it's a called strike by David Rackley, the home plate umpire. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Kyle Wright gets the signs, kicks, fires the pitch outside and low, and that's going to load the bases. It's going to load the bases, and JT Realmuto is coming up. Braves pitching coach will go out there to try to calm Wright down. So Kyle Wright has a 5.79 ERA. He went 2 innings his last time out, allowed 3 earned runs. That was on May 3rd. So this is really his first appearance that he's made since coming back from the injured list. He wants no part of Harper. JT hitting .252, 18 homers, and 54 RBI. Bases loaded. Nobody out in the bottom of the first. First pitch to JT, outside and low again. A slider at 86. And the count is 1-0. The slider really, it just doesn't look good. It's just that it's breaking too quick. You just got to be patient if you're the Phillies. Make him work. The 1-0 to JT inside. A sinker at 94. Did not get it right where he wanted. If you just subscribe to my channel, comment who you are down below. We need 14 more subscribers to get to the 1,000 mark, guys. JT does have 4 career grand slams, none this season. The 2-0 pitch, fouled back. It was at 94 on the upper third of the strike zone. The Braves defense will look like this. Sean Murphy's behind the plate. On the bump is Kyle Wright. You got Olsen at first. Over at second is Lopez. Third baseman is Austin Riley. And the shortstop is Orlando Arcia. And the 2-1 to JT. Inside and high again for ball 3. That makes the count 3-1. From left to right, it's Rosario, Harris, and Pilar. Again, Acuna Jr. is DHing. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch to JT. Fly ball hit out to right field. It's going back towards the warning track, and making the catch is Pilar. 1 run will come in to score. Harper's going to tag and go to second, and he's safe. He slides in there safely. It's an RBI sacrifice fly by JT Realmuto, and Bryce Harper really trying to be aggressive. Pilar has a cannon out in right field. The throw got him beat, but Harper was able to slide past the tag. That does put runners at second and third, as Turner also tagged up. He got in. Phillies lead it 1-0 on a sac fly by Realmuto. 1 out and 2 runners in scoring position for Bryson Stott. The pitch outside. Thank you so much, man. I try. We have a lot of fun on here, man. Shout out for you for subscribing to the channel. 1 ball, no strikes. Right kicks, fires, and that's way inside, and it hits him. And that's going to reload the bases. Stott tried to play some dodgeball, but it hit him right on the foot. And Kyle Wright has been absolutely wild in his first outing since he returned to the Braves. And now Nick Castellanos is due up. What is up, Ashton? Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Welcome on into the play-by-play with JJ family. Here's Nick Castellanos. The first pitch he sees is a 93-mile-per-hour four-seamer that's fouled off. Nick struck out to end the first game in the bottom of the 10th. No balls, 1 strike to Castellanos. Right kicks, fires the pitch. Line drive into right field for a base hit. Turner scores, and right behind him is Harper. He will stay put over at third base. And it's an RBI single, and the bases are still loaded for the Phillies. Honestly, the pitch was inside, and I'm surprised that Castellanos went after it, but it worked. Phillies have been able to bat around as they lead it 2-0 in the bottom of the first. Here's Brandon Marsh batting .286 with 9 homers and 52 runs batted in. Harper's at third, Stott's at second, and Castellanos is at first. The pitch on the outside corner for a strike. What a game it's been so far. There's 1 out. Every at-bat has been productive. The 0-1 delivery. Foul ball. It was on a cutter at 93, right down the middle. So Schwarber singled. Turner singled. Harper walked. JT had a sac fly. Stott got hit by a pitch, and Castellanos had an opposite field RBI single. The 0-2 to Marsh, inside and low. That's what you want to do. Just make him work. The slider has really been not so effective today for Kyle Wright. Marsh has never hit a grand slam in his career. The 1-2 to Marsh. That was sailing out of the strike zone, but he was lucky that he was able to catch a piece of it and stay alive. That was headed right towards the dirt, way off the plate. Braves will have Jackson Stevens getting warmed up in the pen. Right kicks, fires the 1-2, swing and a miss. That was on a fastball that was up high and outside. It's the 4th time today that Brandon Marsh has struck out. He had a hat trick of strikeouts in the first game against Charlie Morton. That makes it 2 outs, and Edmundo Sosa is due up. I guess it looked good to him. Base is still loaded. Sosa takes the first pitch way inside for ball 1. I mean, it's nice to jump out in front, but with the way Wright's been pitching, you have to get 4 or 5 at least. The 1-0 pitch, fouled back. Sosa did not start in the first game. It was Alec Boehm who played over at third base. He's 27 years old, from Panama City. 6 feet tall, 210 pounds. The pitch, outside and low again. Sean Murphy did a good job at catching that one. 29 pitches in this bottom of the first for Kyle Wright. 15 strikes, 14 balls. The 2-1 pitch. Line drive into left field, and it's over the head of Rosario. Hits off the top of the wall. 1 run comes in, 2 runs come in. Castellanos stops at third. It's a 2-run single, or scratch that, a 2-run double by Edmundo Sosa. 4-0 Phillies. A beautiful swing. It was a fastball down the middle of the plate. And Sosa just ripped that thing out to left field. Couldn't tell if he was going to go to second base or not because I couldn't see him running whatsoever. But Jake Cave is due up. He's the 9th man to bat in this first inning. 2 runners still in scoring position. The pitch, grounder, pulled over towards the first base side. Lopez has it, throws over to first. And the inning is over. The Phillies do get 4 runs, though, on a sac fly by JT, an RBI single by Nick Castellanos, and a 2-run double by Edmundo Sosa. And we head to the top of the second. Phillies up 4-0. Cool. Despite the platoon, Marsh looks worse against righties sometimes. I know, isn't that crazy? But see, like, that's what happens. To me, like, that's what happens when you platoon somebody for so long. Okay, like, he needs to play because this is why. You understand what I mean? You got to get reps. That's all that there is to it. That's how I feel. I really do. Oh, you said looks worse against righties sometimes. Yeah. But he still needs the reps. That's what it is, man. I don't know. All right, we go to the top of the second. I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. My name is Jason Joseph. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. Okay? We call Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, Flyers hockey, and Eagles football. So if you like all of those sports, I encourage you all to like this channel or like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell icon. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we only need 14 more subscribers to get to 1,000. Guys, hit that like button, man. I want us to get to the 20 mark, if we have not done so already. He sits against lefties, but he hits them just as well. Yeah. I feel you. We got 23 people on here watching. Nice. Only 12 likes? Come on, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. What are you waiting for? Here's Eddie Rosario, who takes a strike at the knees on the outside corner. So Lorenzen, in his first inning, he had 30 pitches and didn't allow a hit, just 2 walks. Wright had 31 pitches, allowed 4 earned runs, 1 walk, and he had only 1 strikeout. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Two-game hello. This is the second game of their doubleheader. Yep. The 0-2 pitch, outside for a ball. Welcome on in, man. 1-2 is the count. Lorenzen gets set above the belt, kicks, deals, and it's outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Eddie Rosario. Two-two pitch. Foul ball just out of the glove of JT. I'm a little surprised because when you look at Eddie Rosario, you would have thunk that he would have been an all-star with the Minnesota Twins. He's never been an all-star. 2-2 pitch. It's just fouled off. Of course, he won a World Series. Was traded to the Atlanta Braves in the 2021 season. It was him and Jorge Soler and Adam Duvall that they all got. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Rosario strikes out on a changeup that was up high and out of the zone. And I'll go back to the dugout. It was a pretty good pitch by Lorenzen. I was a little shocked that it was just a little bit too high. Orlando Arcia will take a strike right down the pipe at 94. Thanks, Phillies hope. The 0-1 pitch, that's low for ball 1. Yeah, man. Sosa had a really good hit, man. The 1-1 delivery by Lorenzen, low on a slider. It ended up being at 86 miles per hour. 2-1 pitch, swinging a grounder. Hit over to shortstop. Turner gobbles it up, fires across the diamond, and there's 2 away. The changeup certainly looks to be like it's effective for Lorenzen. And I said the story before, but the night he pitched the no-hitter, it came out, the whole story. He actually talked about it. He had a little changeup that he didn't really throw a whole bunch in Detroit. It's the first pitch to Pilar is a fly ball that's hit out to left field. It's hooking foul, and thank goodness. But Caleb Cotham saw him throw the changeup in warm-ups. It was after his first outing. He said, that's a pretty good pitch that you have there. I'd like you to try to throw that more. The 0-1, there's a fastball at 95, right down the pipe. And that night, the changeup absolutely worked. The 0-2 pitch. There's another changeup that's low for ball 1. It does seem like that the pitchers do have a good relationship with JT Realmuto, and he doesn't necessarily get a lot of credit in that sort of regard. Because you really have to have a catcher that just understands what types of pitches you're going to go with. The 1-2, another changeup. That's fouled off. And Lorenzen seems to be trusting his changeup a lot tonight so far. 44 pitches for Michael. And the 1-2, outside. 2-2 on the way. It's popped up. Hit out towards the first base side and foul ground. And Cave gets under it and will make the catch. And the inning is over. So Michael Lorenzen is able to get a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Beagle Lover's here. What's up, Beagle Lover? Thanks for coming on. Philadelphia got a good hitter, but the pitcher is suspect. Oh, yeah, the pitching overall? Pitching overall has been pretty suspect. Had some good moments, not so good moments. But yes, you're absolutely right, Jose. Thanks for coming on here, dude. If you are new to the channel, I'm Jason Joseph. I encourage you all to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Only need 14 more subscribers. There's a chance that we can get it done tonight. I would really love us to get this done tonight, guys. That'd be so cool. Thanks for all your hard work on both games. Oh, of course. Man, I love this time of year because I've noticed that, I want to get my football reps, but we're still, we got to finish out the baseball season, of course, like without a doubt. So it's definitely been a little bit stressful in a sense, but like we're doing this for fun. So like we have to remember that. So today it was weird because I did the game yesterday for football. That was my first game that that I did. And then today it was just like, well, we got a doubleheader. So, but yes. So, and then tomorrow we have the day off, so that's nice. So I can breathe a little bit and cut highlights. And then we're back at it tomorrow night. And then Thursday we got another football game. And then Wednesday, oh yeah, we have another Phillies game. Almost forgot. There's Kyle Schwarber. And he takes the first pitch outside. So Kyle Wright is still going to stay out there. Schwarber is 1 for 1. Of course, he singled to start off the ball game and scored a run on a sac fly hit by JT. The 1-0 delivery on the upper third of the zone for a called strike. Of course, Beagle Lover. It's what we do. The pitch. Fouled off. Yeah. It's a busy week. So then Thursday we have the Thursday night football game. That's the Eagles game. Eagles-Vikings. That's at 8:15. And then Friday to Sunday, more Phillies. So the 1-2 pitch. Low for ball 2. And then there's only, as crazy as this is, guys, not many weeks left of the regular season for baseball. The 2-2 delivery, inside for ball 3. I've noticed a little trend with Kyle Wright so far. It just seems like he's having a hard time putting batters away. The count is full to Kyle Schwarber. And the payoff pitch, inside again for ball 4, and Kyle Schwarber walks and gets on base for the second time tonight. That's only the second walk allowed by Kyle Wright. What's up, Snowman? Thanks for coming on here. Yes. Let's push to get to 1,000 tonight, guys. Let's try it. Trey Turner's coming up. Schwarber leads off at first. The first pitch to Trey. That was inside, but it's a called strike on a curveball at 84. Snowman, thanks so much for coming on here. I got to put the Sunday night football game on. Or, no, today's Monday night. I'm losing track of my days, guys. 1 pitch. That's chopped foul towards the third base side. So, no balls and 2 strikes. Turner singled his first time up. Right with 39 pitches. We're only in the bottom of the second. And the 0-2 to Trey. Grounder, hit over to shortstop. The throw to second. There's one. The throw back to first. Not in time. Turner just beats it out. On a fielder's choice, Schwarber goes back to the dugout. And that's the second time that Trey has gotten on base. Here's Bryce Harper. In his career versus the Braves, he has 41 homers, 101 RBI, and a 265 average in 177 games. Yes, guys, please go check out Snowman Multimedia's content. He really does an awesome job with his play-by-play, and I want us to support him, guys. 1 out, and a runner at first. First pitch to Harper. It's fouled off on a curveball at 83. Maybe just a hair outside. Harper already starting to get some facial hair again. I wonder if he can grow a beard faster than me. There's only one way to find that out. Throw back over to first. That's not in time. I think that's like a no-shave November type of a thing. If the Phillies do somehow make it to the World Series, we should kind of start that trend. The ball is 1 strike. And the next pitch. That's at the knees for a called strike, and the count is 0-2. See if we can get to my channel to 800 subs. 33 away. Ooh, boy. Wow. No balls and 2 strikes to Bryce. Right comes set below the letters, and the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a foul tip into the glove for strike 3. And Harper will head back to the Phillies dugout. So if he's 0 for 1 today, he did walk in the first. And he strikes out here in the bottom of the second. And JT is coming up. Just at his 55th RBI that he drove in to put the Phillies on the board 1-0. First pitch to JT. He skies this one out towards shallow center field. Lopez gets under it, tracks it down, stops, and makes the catch. And the inning is over. Time to go to the top of the third. Phillies lead it 4-0. Nicky Lopez, who just made the catch, will lead things off when we return. Hey guys, I'm on the road to 100 subs. You need 18 more. Yeah, let's get him over there too, man. Newts has really been doing a lot for this channel, so please, please, please make sure that we subscribe to him as well, guys. Sandra, what's up, Sandra? Hello. 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 Hope you're doing well, and I hope you're having a good night. Let's make sure we are liking and subbing, guys, for sure. Absolutely. We got to get to the 30 mark, guys. How many people do we have on here? How many people do we have on here right now? We got 33 people and only 18 likes. That means 15 of you. 15 of you right now are Philly frauds with a capital PH. If you don't want to be a fraud, hit the thumbs up button. If you're just new to the channel and you're just waiting to check this stuff out and you want to just wait it out a little bit, that I can understand. But if you've been on here for a while and you've subscribed, all you gotta do is just press one button. That's it. This thumbs up button. I don't know if you see my thumb is up right here. I mean, you can hit the thumbs down too if you don't like it. I don't really care. Yeah, show some love. That's exactly correct. Orioles and Cardinals are tied 2-2. That's in the top of the third inning. Wow. That looks really good. What the heck is that? That's not a Schwarber. What is that? Oh, man, this guy's making me hungry. That looks really, really good. Wow. I can't tell what the heck that is. And if I put the captions on, I don't want to do that because then there's things that I won't be able to see. McCarthy and Kruk have it too. So Lorenzen goes out there for his third inning of work. The first pitch, that's Looked like it was a little bit outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Lorenzen kicks, fires the pitch. Fly ball hit out to left field. It's carrying. Schwarber looks up, and it's hit off the top of the wall. Schwarber will barehand it, throw it over towards shortstop, and Nicky Lopez just barely missed a home run as it just stayed in the yard. Wow, just stayed in there. And that was, if it was maybe a couple of inches higher, probably could have gotten a chance to go over the wall. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. He walked in the first. First pitch he sees is inside for a ball. This guy is just putting up Barry Bonds types of numbers. Him and Shohei Ohtani are definitely the 2 best players in the league. The pitch, swing and a miss. Lopez leads off at second base. Lorenzen looks back at second, and the 1-1, sliced foul. And the count is now to 1-2. Acuna is signed with the Atlanta Braves for $100,000 as an international free agent back in July of 2014. The 1-2, that's outside for ball 2. And you look at how much he's making right now, it's just absolutely insane. 2-2 pitch. Line drive, hit back up the middle. Stott's going to tag the runner at second, and he is safe. Lopez just got back in there. He was dancing off the bag. And Acuna Jr., that's how he's safe at first. It's an infield single. Calitre's going to go to the headsets. Rob Thompson, will he challenge it? I don't know. Stott made an excellent play back up the middle, and I think he got him. But I don't know. I'd have to see from this angle. It's tough. That was a great heads-up play. That was a Chase Utley type of play at second base. But they will not challenge it. I don't believe. Maybe nope, they won't. They say play on. So that's just an infield single by Ronald Acuna Jr. And here's Michael Harris. Harris swings and fouls off the first pitch. He tagged him on the helmet. Lopez was dancing off the bag at second. I thought maybe Acuna was going to get a hit up the middle, but Stott tried to dive and tag Lopez, and he just, I guess, got back in there safely by maybe a second. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball it out to left field. Schwarber doesn't even have to move, and he'll catch the can of corn for out number 1. Just got it off the end of the bat. And that's how the Braves get their first out of the inning. Austin Riley steps into the batter's box. The Braves have a 94-49 record. One out, 2 runners on. First pitch to Riley. That's on the upper third of the zone for a called strike. And that makes the count 0-1. A ball is 1 strike. The pitch upstairs. Riley signed a 10-year, $212 million contract with the Braves back on May 27th of 2023. 1-1 is the count to Riley. The pitch. Foul ball. And man, this is a guy who is still really, really young. When he came up to the Braves, he was hitting the ball really well. And pitchers were giving him a lot of fastballs. He was crushing them. But when it came to the off-speed pitches, he really struggled. And he went back down to the minor league system, started crushing the ball again. And ever since he came back up, he has just been one of the top 5 third basemen, arguably, in Major League Baseball. The 1-2 pitch, that's low for ball 2. Lopez leads off at second. There's a runner at first, too. The 2-2 pitch. Fly ball it out to right field. Castellanos comes running in towards home plate, and he'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. Lopez will stay put over at second. Acuna Jr. will stay at first, too. And now Matt Olson is due up. Lorenzen with 60 pitches. We're not even through the 3rd inning. He hasn't been his sharpest, but hopefully he just gets out of this. Olson needs 2 more homers to get to 50. First pitch to Matt Olson. It's on the outside corner. What a nice slider that was. Just on the outside part of the plate. He's batting .262 with 2 outs and with runners in scoring position, and has knocked 6 homers. Lopez thought about going back to the bag. He took a couple steps there. Lorenzen looks back to home plate. The pitch, that's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Matt Olson, the former Oakland Athletic, who was traded to the Braves. Will take the 1-1 inside and high. He's won 2 Gold Gloves, 3 Fielding Bible Awards, and is a 2-time All-Star. 2-1 pitch. That ball is golfed, hit out to right field. And that ball is long gone. Hits right off the Toyota sign. And he just golfed his 49th homer all the way to the Toyota sign and almost landed in the second deck. And it's now 4-3 Phillies. It wasn't even in the strike zone. That's how low it was. Just above the dirt. It wasn't even like it was a bad pitch. And Ronald Acuna Jr., who also scored, just scored his 131st run of the season. Here's Sean Murphy with the bases empty, and he takes that one inside. That's pretty insane. I don't know how he got a hold of that pitch. Just power. The 1-0. It's at the knees for a strike. Murphy has 20 homers, 67 RBI, and a .269 average. Pitch. Foul ball. Hit over towards the first base side. Cave gets under it. He'll make the catch. And the inning is over. But somehow Matt Olson just drilled a 3-run bomb out to right field. Phillies, their lead is down to 1. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. I'm telling you, I have no idea how he hit that pitch. I really don't. I have no idea how he hit that. It wasn't even like it was a bad it was a bad pitch to hit. He just golfed that thing. Sometimes, man, you just got to tip your cap. You know what I'm saying? All right, I got to take a very quick step off. I will be right back in just a few moments. All right, we'll be back for the bottom of the 3rd. I will see you very, very soon. Don't go anywhere. right, there we go. Sorry about that. I really had to take that break. We're back. So there's one out in the bottom of the third. Apologize about that. Here's Castellanos, and he fouls off that first pitch. Chris says, I'm at the game. Thanks for coming on here. Appreciate it. The 0-1 to Castellanos. That's chopped foul. And now the count is 0-2. So there's one out. We're in the bottom of the third inning. The 0-2 to Castellanos. Check swing foul ball. So Stott hit the ball sharply out to left field, and he lined out as Rosario made a nice catch at the wall. That's what happened. Doubleheader, man. The 0-2. Grounder, chopped foul. It's a doubleheader, my guy. First game started at 1 o'clock. Second game started at 6:40 for the Phillies. First game was a makeup game. I believe it was from June 20th. The 0-2 pitch. Another foul ball. Rangers and Blue Jays are tied 1-1 with the bases loaded at the Rogers Center in the bottom of the second. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Castellanos just took a hack at that slider that was sailing way out of the zone. There's two outs. Hi, JJ, about to watch Monday Night Football. Nice. Nice. All right, Marsh comes up, and he grounds this one over towards the first base side. Lopez plays it on a bounce, throws over to first, and the inning is over. So, we go to the top of the fourth. Phillies up by 1. It's 4-3, and Eddie Rosario will lead things off when we return. Okay. So, Stott flew out to left, Castellanos struck out, and Marsh grounded out to second. Let's go Jets, says Cam. All right, we'll turn on the game, too. Starts at what, 8:20? Right? Is it at 8:20, guys? Can somebody spot me and make sure that that's right? Because I will turn on the game, too, just to see how things go. Should be able to catch the very, very end of the game. 8:15. Okay. All right, cool. Let's take a sip of water. 14 more subscribers, guys. 14 more. Hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. We got 28 people on here. 7 of you have not hit that thumbs up button already. Hi, JJ. I just turned and saw the Phillies had 4 runs, and next thing, it's a 3-run. It's a homer by the Braves. Got 3 runs. Yeah. Okay. So I'll recap it. I thought I did just recap it, but I guess not. So the Phillies, they lead at 4-3. They scored 4 runs in the bottom of the first off of Kyle Wright. JT had a sac fly. Nick Castellanos had an RBI single. And Edmundo Sosa had a 2-run double. And then Michael Lorenzen just gave up a 3-run homer to Matt Olson on a pitch that was really low and almost hit the ground. And he was just able to golf that thing out to right field. I do also, and we'll do it in the next inning, because we have not forgotten about today, guys, about why this day is really important. I want to honor this day. And we'll do that in the next inning. We're in the top of the fourth. Eddie Rosario comes up, made a nice catch out in left field to rob Bryson Stott on a hit. The pitch to Rosario, swing and a miss. Eddie struck out in the second. Takes the 0-1 way outside for a ball. One ball and one strike. And the 1-1, a four-seamer right down the pipe. That's in there for a called strike. Phillies lost the first game of this day-night doubleheader by a score of 10-8. 1-2 pitch, fly ball it out to right field, and Castellanos won't be able to get to it. It drops in for a base hit right in front of him. And Eddie Rosario gets on with a single. And the tying run is over at first. So Lorenzen with 71 pitches. And we're just in the top of the fourth. There's nobody out. Beautiful bell out in right center field. Orlando Arcia steps up to the plate. 17 homers, 59 RBI. Takes that one low. And the whole thing about Lorenzen is that just hasn't been able to paint those pitches like that slider right there. Just hasn't been consistent with it, and he's losing a little command with the slider. It's low for ball 2. Two-oh pitch. That's low again. Another slider at 86. Arcia had 2 doubles in that first game. Also scored a run as well. And the 3-0 on the outside corner. It's in there for a strike. So the count is 3-1. Lorenzen gets set at the belt. It's over to third. Now back to the plate. And the 3-1 pitch. Grounder. Hit over to third. It's foul, though. Best. I want you to guys comment down below. Best doubleheader that you got to see. What was the best doubleheader that you got to watch? What year was it? And what 2 games were they? The 3-2 pitch popped up. Hit out towards the mound. Stott is going to make the catch as he just called off Sosa. They almost collided. And Lorenzen got out of the way. And there's one out in the top of the fourth. So, yeah, comment down below what your favorite day-night doubleheader was that you got to watch. Will you ever add a doubleheader? One away in the top of the fourth. The pitch by Lorenzen. A changeup that swung on and missed. I can't really remember a good day-night doubleheader. I liked the one this year against the Padres. I thought that was a good one. The 0-1, the line drive caught over at shortstop by Turner, and he flips it over to first, and there's a double play. It's actually hit on the ground to Turner, who flipped it over to the second for 1, and the throw back to first was in time. So it was a 6-4-3 double play. Regardless, it's a double play. And we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. So, yeah. What was the best doubleheader you saw? Yes, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, so I asked this question down below in the comments section. I want you to answer it and think about it and let me know what your favorite doubleheader that you got to see was. Doesn't have to be the Phillies. It could be another game. Well, it'd be another 2 games. Yes. Doesn't have to be a Phillies doubleheader, though. It could also be a game that was suspended that continued on to like the next day. And then on that day, there's another game. So it could also be a continuation of a game as well. That also to me counts as a doubleheader. Unless it was in the 9th. July 4th doubleheaders. At the Vet in the 70s. Fireworks between games. Oh, that sounds really good. Did you go to any doubleheaders, Larry? Like in person? If so, how many? If you can recall. First pitch to Sosa. Takes that one for a strike. So Kyle Wright is still out there. This is his first outing since May 3rd. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive into center field for a base hit by Edmundo Sosa. And he leads off the bottom of the 4th with a single. And he'll stay put over at first base. Well, he's seeing the ball pretty well. Had a 2-run double his first time up. Oh, you're crying? Oh, because you probably just tuned in and you saw the 3 runs. Yeah, that was Matt Olson that hit the 3-run homer. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Here's Jay Cave. A runner leads off at first. That's Edmundo Sosa. Cave will take that one outside for a ball. I think I was at 3 of those 4th of July ones. Oh, that's really cool. So wait, so they had scheduled day-night doubleheaders on the 4th of July. That's really cool. The 1-0 inside for ball 2. I personally, and I want to hear what your opinions are down below. Okay? Do you like the 7-inning doubleheaders or the 9-inning doubleheaders better? Because I'm fine with the 9-inning doubleheaders with the pitch clock. The 2-0 pitch. Fouled off again. With the pitch clock, I think it's fine. Without the pitch clock, when games are like 4.5 hours, that sometimes gets a little bit long. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch, that's chopped foul. 7 innings is for Little League, says Larry. I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. I just had an idea that you were going to say that because that is like what the... That is sort of like... That is sort of like an old school type of a thing. But I'm the same way in that regard. The 2-2 pitch. Fly ball it out to right field by Cave. It goes all the way towards the Hers electronic sign. Sosa rounding third. He will come in the score. Riley's throw to third. It's not in time. Nicky Lopez's throw over to third was not in time. It's an RBI triple by Jay Cave. And the Phillies get a little insurance on an RBI triple and lead it 5-3. I can't believe I really just said Austin Riley threw it over to third. Another botched call. All right. It is what it is. What just happened? Something wrong with the NBC Sports app? All right, so Kyle Wright, his night is done. Brian Snitker goes out there. He's going to make a call to the pen. We have a pitching change. Phillies lead at 5-3. All right, cool. Yeah, I had this idea that you were going to say 7 innings is for Little League, and I'm totally with you. I really am. When it comes to the pitch clock, it's fine. I can understand like 4-hour games. Like those are so long. 162 games for like 4 hours, like 3.5, 4 hours. It's long, man. Even for me, it's long. I got to tell you, that's not how baseball used to be. I understand that the game has changed in a lot of ways, and it's not supposed to be a time sport, I get it, but there shouldn't be like 30 seconds. It is too long without the pitch clock. Yes, exactly. But see, now, here's what I'm going to tell you, okay? If you were to ask me, JJ, would you want a pitch clock during the postseason? My answer would be no. Because postseason baseball is supposed to be different than regular season baseball. Now, in the postseason, there will not be ghost runners, which is nice. Okay, that was written in the rules because I don't like that either for postseason. For regular season, I can understand because you want to speed up the game. And it's a strategy, too. Changes everything. But in regards to the postseason, I don't want a clock in the postseason, guys. I'm fine with a 4.5-hour postseason baseball game because that's what playoff baseball is supposed to be. Do you feel me on that? Here comes Kyle Schwarber to the plate. He fouls off a cutter. Kyle's 1 for 1. He singled and walked against Kyle Wright and scored a run too. So Stevens is on the mound, and the 0-1 to Schwarber, swing and a miss. That was on a cutter at 91. Nobody out. A runner at third. That's Jake Cave. The 0-2 delivery, outside and low for a ball. So, yeah, for the playoffs, if you were to ask me, Jason, do you want a pitch clock in the playoffs? I'd say no. Because I think that the longer the game is, it's like watching a chess match. And these games are really meaningful. The 1-2, swing and a miss. And Schwarber strikes out, and there's one away. In the bottom of the fourth. One out, and a runner at third. Stevens with the pitch. That's outside and low for ball one. Cave will lead off over at third base. And the 1-0 pitch. That was way up high and inside. Did Turner check his swing, though? That's the question. And the appeal was, yes, he did go around. And that pitch was coming in towards his head. He went. He certainly did go. The 1-1 delivery. Line drive into left center field. That's going to drop in for a hit. Harris, the second, gets to it. Cave will come in to score. Turner's dive into second. He's out. Tried to extend a single into a double. Turner staying put at second base, and LINKTREE is going over to the phones to see if this should be reviewed. And they will not challenge it. It is an RBI single, though, by Trey Turner. Let's see on the replay. I think he got in. Maybe not. Don't know from that angle. Are they going to challenge this? Can't see from that angle. That angle you can't see. This one could be the one to tell. You still can't tell. They are going to challenge it. Okay. So they will challenge it. If the call is overturned, it'll be an RBI double with 1 out. And Turner will be staying put over at second. I don't know. This is tough. It's going to be a really tough call. The umpires are getting together. David Rackley and Edwin Moscasco have the earpieces in, and they will check to see if Turner is out at second base or not. Regardless, another nice throw by Michael Harris II. These Braves outfielders, man, just have cannons. So right now I just put RBI next to Trey Turner. So Larry says 70s games were 2 hours and 40 minutes even in the postseason. But like, I don't know, playoff baseball is supposed to be different. Like, without the clock, I'm totally okay with that for the playoffs, just not for the regular season for 162 games. Every playoff baseball game, like, that's the drama and the intensity. Like, that's what makes baseball so cool in the postseason. You know what I mean? It's like playoff basketball is different than regular season basketball because in playoff basketball, you don't have as many half-court sets, and there's more fouls. You know what I mean? Like, the intensity of the game is just different. They're still reviewing this, and they're taking their time to do so. So if you are just tuning in, Trey Turner, let's see what the call is. The call is overturned, and he is safe at second base. I am shocked that they overturned it. I don't know what conclusive evidence that they would have had to overturn it. It was a close play. But the Phillies get to retain their challenge, and it's 6-3 with a runner over at second base. Harper comes up to the plate, and the first pitch, he lines this one foul. Intensity and higher stakes shouldn't take an extra hour. I'm with you, but, like, I love drama. Like, in between pitches. Like, when Shohei Ohtani was facing Mike Trout, every pitch had a meaning behind it. You know what I'm saying? Harper shows bunt, bunts at the pitch, and that's going to get Turner over to third. The throw over to first by Stevens, that's in time. It was bunted back towards the mound. Stevens had it and charged it over to first base. And the sacrifice is complete, and Turner will go over to third. So it was an RBI double by Trey Turner. And then Harper just made a sac bunt. Phillies are beating the Braves? No way, man. There's plenty of baseball left. We're in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch to JT. Fly ball hit out to right field. That's carrying. It's going back towards the track to the wall. And it is caught right on the track by Kevin Pillar. And the crowd silences back down. We go to the top of the fifth. The Phillies do get 2 runs on an RBI triple by Jay Cave and an RBI double by Trey Turner. They were winning the first game, too, until... No, they weren't. They weren't winning the first game. They were behind in the first game. They tied it, but then they lost the lead, and then they tied it again. That's what happened. It felt like that they had them on the ropes, but then they lost it a couple of times. Phillies did not have... Oh, wait, hold up. Wait, Bohm had a 2-run double. Wait, hold up. You might be right. Wait, why am I forgetting this? This is bad. This is really, really bad. Bohm had an RBI single. Stott had an RBI double. No, I'm right. I'm right. Am I right or am I wrong? Now I'm questioning myself. Ah, darn it. I'm questioning myself. Okay, let's go to the scoreboard. It was 2-0, then it was 2-2. Then the Braves took the lead 5-2, and then it was 5-4. Okay, nope, I was right. I thought they had a lead early, short-term memory. Nope, they didn't. They tied it. Don't doubt yourself, says Uncle Billy. Yep. I was right. They were behind. They tied it twice. But that was it. Guys, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Okay? We need more people to subscribe, man. And we need more people to hit that thumbs up button. We got only 23 likes, and we have 27 people on here. Let's get to 30 likes. There we go. All right, here comes Michael Lorenzen. He'll pitch the top of the fifth. First pitch, it was a little bit up high, but it's a called strike. To Nicky Lopez. He doubled in the third, almost hit his second homer of the season. A ball is one strike, and the 0-1, that's off the plate for ball one. Iglesias was able to get the win in the first game. The 1-1 pitch, fly ball it out to center field. Marsh goes back towards the track, and he makes the catch as he turns over that left shoulder, and there's one away. Okay, so Lopez flies out to center. Here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. The pitch, fouled back. "83 pitches so far for Michael in Game 2 of this day-night doubleheader. The 0-1, grounder, hit over to shortstop. Turner has it, fires over to first, and Acuna Jr. is out. 2 gone. I like that pitch that Lorenzen threw. It was a fastball that looked like it was up high, and Acuna just got on top of it. Comes Michael Harris the second, and that pitch is up high for a ball. One ball and no strikes to Harris. Phillies lead it 6-3. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Phillies are looking to split the doubleheader against the Atlanta Braves. One and one is the count. Lorenzen gets set above the belt, fires. It's up high. Mets are still in a rain delay. Wow. Harris will pop this one up, and it goes back behind the plate. Count is 2-2. You guys remember what the longest rain delay was, by any chance? I remember Larry was telling me a story about a really long rain delay. I couldn't tell if that was the longest, though, in history. The pitch. Line drive into left center field for a base hit. Harris thought about going to second, but it'll go back to first base. And he gets on with a 2-out single. I wonder what the longest rain delay in history was. Let's see. Riley is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. The first pitch, he hits this one out to right center field. Castellanos gets to it, and he'll make the catch, and the inning comes to an end. So, no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. Go to the bottom of the 5th. Stotley will lead things off when we return. The longest rain delay was 7 hours and 23 minutes. And it was during the game between the Chicago White Sox and the Texas Rangers back in 1990. Royals, Cardinals and a very brief history of 10 very long rain delays. Oh my gosh. There's an actual stat out there for it. That's wild. Let's see what this website has to say. Rain-related malfunctions? No. Did any of you get to watch the Bay Area World the Bay Area World Series and get to see the earthquake that happened back in the 80s? Did anybody see that? Because I remember that was a thing. I don't know how Al Michaels did it, because he was calling the World Series. Stott will lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. There's nobody on and nobody out. Stevens comes set just below the belt. And the pitch. That's a strike called right down the middle. Saw it live in 1989. What were your thoughts on that? The 0-1 pitch, grounder, hit over towards the first base side, and the flip over towards Stevens. That's in time. And there's one out in the bottom of the 5th. So Stock rounds out. That's a 3-1 ground out. Phillies will take on the Pittsburgh Pirates on September 26th, 27th, and 28th. And that's going to be the last home series that they play. Here's Nick Castellanos, who was 1 hit on the day. Sorry, he's 1 for 2 in this game so far. And the 0-1, swing and a miss. But he technically does have 1 hit on the day because he was 0 for 5. The 0-2, way outside for a ball. Larry says, "Oh, now I gotta wait. Who knows how long for the World Series?" I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The pitch, swing and a miss. I'm just thinking of like the most bizarre things that I've seen happen in baseball when it comes to the weather. And I just remember that there was an earthquake in the World Series. And trying to think of like other bizarre things. Stevens comes set, kicks, winds up, and that's low. To Brandon Marsh. 2 outs, nobody on. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. One ball and 1 strike to Marsh. And the pitch by Stevens. Fly ball hit out to right field. That's carrying, going back towards the track. It is gone. 7-3. Phillies lead it. And Brandon Marsh gets a solo home run. It's his 10th of the season, and the bell is ringing at the bank. Right down the middle. And Marsh got a pretty good extension on that. Nice swing. That was a good piece of hitting by Brandon Marsh. A month later, the Berlin Wall came down. Eventful time. that you're making up. Oh wait, no. That actually wait. That actually did happen. The pitch, swing and a miss. That actually did happen, didn't it? Sosa's 2 for 2. One ball, one strike, and the pitch. Fouled back again. That is true. Yeah. I was thinking, wait, that's not a joke. That is actually true. Because we learned about that in history. The pitch by Stevens. Outside again. So that makes the count 2-2. Phillies have scored a run in every inning except for the second and the third. The 2-2 pitch. Way outside and low. Three balls, two strikes. Stevens comes set, winds up, and delivers the payoff pitch. Chopper, it's fouled. Jackson Stevens still on the mound. The payoff pitch to Sosa. It's popped up. Hit over towards first base in foul ground, and Olsen makes the catch. The inning is over, and we go to the top of the sixth. Marsh hit a solo homer. The Phillies are up 7-3. Okay. Stuff I lived through. You learned in history class. Way to make me feel old. I'm sorry. Hey, I mean, everybody's gonna learn in history class about the pandemic. You know, they're gonna learn about that. Speaking of history, I would like to take a moment to honor those people because today is 9/11. And I would like to honor those people that did lose a friend, a family member, or somebody really close to their heart during the time that the Twin Towers were destroyed. So, you know, this is for you guys. I want to make sure that we honor those people because you're in our hearts today. You're not forgotten. Just because we were doing a doubleheader, I didn't want to forget about that. So, I love you all, and definitely want to honor you guys for those of you that did lose somebody during 9/11. Go to the top of the sixth. I was only 3 years old when that happened. Thanks, G. Vanuzzi. Yep, we'll put that candle up. That's a really smart idea. Here's Matt Olson as we start off the top of the sixth. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss. If you guys would like to share some stories, too, that's the time to do so. I would definitely give you guys the floor. 1-1. It's outside for ball 2. Just wanted to let you guys know that we have not forgotten about it. The 2-1. It's outside for ball 3. Lorenzen with 94 pitches. He's going to try to get through the 6th inning. The next pitch, that's on the outside corner for a strike. Lorenzen had like 60 pitches as soon as he got out of that second inning, I believe. And the fact that he's still out there, it's really impressive. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball it out to left field. The ball's carrying. It goes back to the track, and there's home run number 50 for Matt Olson. As he goes the opposite way, it's his second homer of the day. Punch, counter punch. And it's back to a 3-run lead for the Phillies. Larry says, live through that too. Some memories are better than others. For sure. A 50-homer season for Matt Olson. What a day he has had. He has 4 RBI in just this game. He had 2 RBI in the first. Nobody out and nobody on in the top of the 6th. And 7-4 Phillies. Time to put the NFL game on. What are they doing? Oh, they wanted to try to give the... Are they going to give him the ball? They're going to throw him the ball. All right, so they exchanged a baseball. That was really nice because they wanted the ball, the actual ball that he hit. And the fan, Kyle Schwarber, threw them another baseball. And we have a pitch and change. So Lorenzen's night is done after he gives up the solo homer to Matt Olson. Ay, ay. Larry said, when I was in 5th grade, school trip to New York City, we walked on the roof of one of those towers. Wow. That's something. My brother, who had really severe special needs, NYU Medical Center, right? That's where he would go. But my mom, they always had meetings, and they had, I believe, I hope I'm telling this correctly, and my mom can be here to back me up. I hope she is. But there was a meeting, and there was one guy that was in the actual Twin Towers. And my mom would always bring me to some of those familial dysautonomia meetings. And there was a person that used to work there, and he would hold me. He was in the Twin Towers when they caught fire. I also have a neighbor who, unfortunately, his brother passed during that time, so I'm honoring him, even though I didn't know him. But I like my neighbor a lot. So we are definitely thinking about you all. Where's that light that Gabe posted? That was really nice. There it is. There we go. All right. It's 8:25 p.m. Eastern Time. 7-4 Phillies. And Jeff Hoffman's going to come in to pitch for Michael Lorenzen. First pitch to Sean Murphy. It's swung on and missed. Yep, 9/11. Never forget. Yep. For sure. The pitch. And it's outside and low for a ball. Harry Kalas had a really nice opening for the Phillies game. You can actually find that on YouTube. I encourage you all to go check that out. The 1-1 pitch, way inside for ball 2. For those of you that don't know, Harry Kalas was the Phillies play-by-play announcer for a really long time. And it's one of those people that have really inspired me. The pitch, inside and high for ball 3. No one can ever replicate what he did. He meant so much to the city. The 3-1. Fly ball hit out to left center field. Marsh comes running in towards home plate, and he'll stop and he'll make the catch. And there's one out. So Hoffman is in, and he faces Sean Murphy. Flies out to center. Comes Eddie Rosario. It takes a hack at the first pitch. It's at 99 miles per hour. And it's swung on and missed. Eddie is 1 for 2 today. Singled in the 4th. Orioles have an 8-5 lead against the St. Louis Cardinals. Next pitch, that's low. And the count is 1-1. The pitch, another swing and a miss on a slider at 87 miles per hour. And MLB didn't let him call the 1980 World Series locally? Who was on the call? Comment down below. I'm curious. I had no idea. Oh, it was Al Michaels. But even on the radio, he didn't call it? The 1-1 pitch, fouled off. Who called it on the radio? I don't even think Al Michaels did it for TV that year. The 1-2 popped up. It's foul, and that one will go out of play. Didn't Harry also do football? Or am I just making that up? Larry, I don't know if you know who Scott Graham is, but he was one of my teachers when I was in college. He learned under Harry Callis. The 1-2, that's outside for ball 2. They had to carry the national broadcast locally. Oh, so for TV and for radio. Wow. That's wild. The next pitch, way outside and high, and the count is full at 3-2. Do you know who Scott Graham is? He was the Phillies radio play-by-play announcer right before Scott Fransky took over. 3-2 pitch. That's fouled back. So Hoffman's 30 years old. He has a 2.35 ERA, a .91 whip, and 62 strikeouts as well in 46 innings of work. He's only allowed 3 homers this season, which is pretty impressive for him. 3-2 is the count to Rosario. And the payoff pitch, swing and a miss. That pitch was low and inside, and Rosario went fishing after it, and Hoffman got himself a K. I went to college? That's like a plankton thing to say. I went to college. Yes. Harry for NFL Films was great too. Scott Graham for NFL Films is great. He is. The pitch by Hoffman. That's a fastball right down the pipe. To Orlando Arcia. That was funny, Texas Repo. Yep. I did. The 0-1 grounder hit over to third base, bobbled by Sosa. Barehands it, throws over to first, and it's just wide, and it goes into the dugout. So Arcia will go over to second as Edmundo Sosa gets charged with an E5. He just bobbled it on so many different occasions. Tried to batter it around, sort of like he had butterfingers. And then he just threw it over to first, and it was wide left. I'm surprised that he was still able to make the throw over to first. It's like battering around his hand, and then he was able to grip it and then just throw it over to first. It was just wide right. 2 outs and a runner at second. Pilar at the plate, and the first pitch, it's a little screamer that's fouled towards the right field side. Yes, Harry did do some football, I'm pretty sure. And Harry with NFL Films, I'm sure that he was awesome for NFL Films. But yeah, Scott Graham does a really good job for them. The 0-1 pitch on the inside corner for a strike. I definitely learned a lot in Scott Graham's class. And hopefully we can continue to take what he taught us and apply that to what we do on here. The 0-2 on the way. Here it is. Strike 3 called on a fastball right down the pipe. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. Phillies lead at 7-4. Braves get a run back, though, on a solo homer by Matt Olson. But Jeff Hoffman does his job and continues to be one of the best arms for the Phillies out of the bullpen. Okay. I gotta tell you, Rob made the right move there. He did. Give me 1 sec. Jen, wait, you went to Glassboro State? How did I forget that? If you don't mind me asking, what was your major? I didn't know that. Or I forgot about that. Huh. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play by Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 30 likes. Let's reach the 30 mark, guys. We're at 28. Let's reach the 30 mark. Mark. We also need 14 more subscribers to reach 1,000. Nice. Okay, cool. Very nice. Still plenty of baseball left to go. Jay Cave comes up, and he takes that one up high for a ball. Sean Mahoney. How you doing, Sean? Thanks for coming on here, man. Appreciate it. All right, the 1-0 pitch. That's on the inside corner for a called strike. It was a curveball. I thought it was just maybe a hair inside, but the 1-1 on the way. There's a fly ball hit out to left field. It's slicing foul, and Rosario just runs out of room. Of course, no, man. Thanks so much for coming on here. I really do appreciate it. I really, really do. Are we still live? Yes, okay. Good. You were the 30th like? Let's go, man. All right, guys, we got to get to 40. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jay Cave, and he takes that one up high for ball 2. So the count is 2-2. Cave had an RBI triple his last time up. That was against Kyle Wright. We're in the bottom of the 6th. The Phillies lead at 7-4. They lost the first game by a score of 10-8. The 2-2 on the way. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Stevens decided to climb the ladder. And Cave strikes out. How about the Nationals? They're winning 6-2 as we take a look at the Major League scoreboard. Rangers are up 3-2 at the Rogers Center in Toronto. And the Orioles lead at 8-5 in the top of the 6th against the St. Louis Cardinals. Here's Kyle Schwarber, who takes the first pitch way outside for a ball. He's 1 for 2 on the evening. Stevens with the next pitch. There's a cannon that's hit out to right field, but it's foul. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. Trey Turner waits in the on-deck circle. The 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss on a cutter at 91. Boy, oh boy, that was a really good pitch that he threw right there. Schwarber lifetime is 2 for 6 against Jackson Stevens with a homer and 4 RBI. The 1-2 on the way. Here it is. Line drive. Fair down the right field line. Nope, it's a foul ball. It is just foul. Schwarber goes back to home plate. Again, it's really hard to tell when there's no umpire. You see, let's see. Barely foul. Just hit over towards that right side. Stevens with 35 pitches. Pitched the 5th inning, too. And the 1-2 up high for ball 2. Schwarber against the Braves this season is 4 for 23. The 2-2 pitch. That's low for ball 3. Of course, man. Music psychology, says Jen. I was going to school to become a music therapist. Oh, that's so cool. The 3-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Third base umpire Jacob Metz says he did. And Kyle Schwarber strikes out. I had a feeling he did go around. Yep, he did. He certainly did. And now Trey's coming up. Trey is 2 for 3 on the evening. Also homered in the first game, and he takes a strike at 93 miles per hour. But I'm the smart one, says Larry. One bitch swinging a foul ball. Jen, I have to ask you. I'm laughing as I say this. But, the 0-2 pitch. Line drive over to first base. Gobbled up by Olsen. And he wins the race to the bag, and the inning comes to an end. To be continued with the question. Okay, we go to the top of the 7th inning. Phillies lead at 7-4. Okay. And look how far that got you, says Jen. I was gonna say, does Larry act, you know, like this sarcastic in person? Or is this just an online thing? But I think I figured out the answer. I really do. Okay. Guys, it's time for our Phillies trivia question of the day. All right, so if you're new to the channel, what we do is we go to the top of the 7th inning. We ask a Phillies trivia question. If you get the answer correct, you'll hear this. And if you get the answer incorrect, you'll hear this. Okay, so comment your answers down below, okay? And we will go through each and every one of your answers when we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Okay? So, what is the Phillies trivia question? That is a good question. Okay. So in 2022, who had the most hits for the Phillies? It's a simple one tonight. And how many did he have? So who had the most hits for the Phillies in 2022 during the regular season, and how many hits did he have? That's the question. Texas Repo says, I made pinto beans with onion, bacon, and link sausage, jalapeno, and cheese cornbread. Ooh, wow, that sounds good. Gregory Soto will be pitching for the Phils as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Oh, I got to turn on the football game, too, on here. Forgot about that. Jen says worse. It's even worse in person. Oh, wow. How do you put up with it? I have to ask. How do you put up with it? He's such a funny guy. We love Larry. The pitch by Soto. That's at the knees at 99 miles per hour. The 0-1 by Soto off the plate. So again, the question is, who had the most hits for the Phillies in 2022, and how many did that person have? The pitch, low. And that's taken downstairs for ball 2. So 9-1-2 are due up for the Atlanta Braves. They're down by 3. Phillies lead at 7-4. The 2-1, inside and high. So we just reached the 2-hour mark. The 3-1. It's in there for a strike. Just over there. Acuna is in the on-deck circle. Soto kicks, fires, and the next pitch. High bouncer, hit over to second base, charged by Stott, throw over to first, in motion, and Lopez is out. Nice play by Bryson Stott. Got over to it really quickly, as fast as he possibly could. Made a nice little sidearm throw over to first. And there's the first out of the 7th inning. Here comes Acuna. Takes a ball right there. I think it's getting to be that time of night. The 1-0, that's chopped foul. Now the question is, guys, should I post my highlights tonight, or should I cut my highlights tonight, right? Or should I just do it tomorrow? Because I really haven't gotten a lot of sleep. Should I do it tonight? Or should I do it tomorrow? The 1-1 pitch. Foul ball. Over towards the right field side. And that one goes out of play. So that'll make the count 1-2. And the pitch. Grounder. It's foul. Count still remains at 1-2. Got to put on ESPN. The pitch. Grounder hit over to third. Sosa has it. Charges over to first, and it's dug out by Cave. Wow. Cave was able to dig that one out and pick it off, and there's 2 outs. Well, Sosa did everything he could on the throw. Just hit the ground, and Cave got right over to it. Kept his right foot on the bag. There's 2 outs. Second time that Acuna has been retired today. And Michael Harris II will step up to the plate, and he takes a strike at 99 miles per hour. It's just on the outside corner. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled right back. So the Bills and the Jets, they're in a commercial break. My parents are in Buffalo. The 0-2 pitch, swinging a towering fly ball, hit out to deep right field. That's not coming back. It goes into the second deck. Michael Harris II with his second homer of the day, the first one in this game, and the Braves are down by 2. A solo homer, and this is why they lead the league in homers. Just don't know when they can burst. Wow. Here comes Austin Riley with 2 outs. And Soto kicks, steals, and it's up high. That thing went a long, long way. The pitch inside for ball 2. Yes, you're back in Buffalo after a fun day at Niagara Falls. We are watching the Bills with our friends. Oh, that's so nice. Awesome. 2 balls, no strikes to Austin Riley. And the pitch, swing and a miss. A 99 mile per hour high heater. It was right down the middle. Austin tonight is 0 for 3. 2 outs, no base runners. And the 2-1, fouled back. Bills are up 3-0. Second quarter just started. Wow. Huh. Two and 2 is the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Austin Riley strikes out. He's 0 for 4 tonight. The inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Michael Harris II is able to launch a solo blast out to right field. And it's time to stretch at Citizens Bank Park. All right. So the trivia question, guys. For those of you that are just tuning in, the Phillies trivia question is, last season for the Phillies, who had the most hits and how many hits did that person have last year? Okay? That's the trivia question. I will give you 15 more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Answer to the question is me. Okay. Let's see. Harper with 176. Kyle Schwarber with how many? Andrew says Alec Bohm with 164 hits. That's correct. Good job by Andrew. Andrew, you win a hug from JJ, and you win another Phillies trivia game. Thank you so much. G-Vintage says, remember to like and subscribe and share this YouTube channel. Yes. G-Vintage, how many likes do we have on here? Are we getting up to the 40 mark now? Let me know in the comments section, dude. I think after this inning is done, I will probably have to go get some more water. It's been a long, long day. Whew. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. Tell your friends about this channel, guys. Turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I upload. We have 33, and we need 7 more to get to the 40 mark. Well, I expect over these next couple of innings that we're going to have a lot more people tuning in now. It's also a Monday night football game, so people are tuning into that tonight. So, but we'll see. See how it all goes. Ooh. That stretch feels good. You know what's on my mind? Dessert. When you guys think of dessert, what comes to your mind? Here's Bryce Harper. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. I mean, dessert would be another Bryce Harper home run if we're talking about just this game in general. It would be very sweet. No pun intended. The 1-0 pitch. Outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Harper. That was off the plate, but it's a called strike. Not too many bad calls tonight from David Rackley. And the 2-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Third base umpire says he did. I thought maybe Harper just held it. It's pretty close. Stevens is still out there on the bump. Yep, he went around. That was the right call. 2-2, and the pitch to Harper. Foul ball again. Did Aaron Rodgers get injured? I have no idea. I honestly don't know. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Harper. Line drive foul. That's not good. Something have the TV on and it just and this happened last night where my TV just keeps freezing. 2-2. That's up high for ball 3. Maybe it's my cable box. I don't know. Huh. Well, that's very interesting. Count is full at 3-2. Harper's 0 for 1 tonight. He walked in at a sac bunt and struck out. Payoff pitch to Harper. Strike 3 called just on the upper third of the zone. And there's 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Harper strikes out looking. Through 1 pass, Wilson throws 5. Well, I'll check for you. Comes JT. First pitch he sees, grounder hit sharply over the shortstop, and the throw over to first by Arcia. It's low, and Olsen tried to dig it out, but wasn't able to do so. Wonder if they're going to score that as an E6 or an E3. Because Olsen, I thought, should have been able to dig that thing out. Tried to backhand it on the throw. Just could not do it. Rodgers is injured. Oh, that's great. Matt Strom is getting loosened up in the Phillies bullpen. Jackson Stevens, the 29-year-old from Oxford, Alabama, is on the mound still. E6, that's what they call it. The pitch to Bryson Stott. It's in there for a strike. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The Phillies lead it 7-5. They have not trailed in this ball game. The 0-1 pitch grounder hit over to first. The flip to second. There's one. The throw back to first. That's wide. So is that going to be back-to-back E6s? I think so. So that's a fielder's choice ground out by Bryson Stott. Of course, man, no problem. We have a lot of fun on here. It's been a long day, but this is how you get the reps, man. It's how you do it. Huh. Larry, did they score that as an E6 as well? Let me know. Pierce Johnson is warming up in the bullpen. No error there. Okay. 2 away in the bottom of the 7th. Brees Hall had a pretty good run, I just saw. Wow, he broke free. It was an 83-yard rush. Castellanos comes up, first pitch. It's a wild pitch. And Stott's going to slide and cruise on into second base without a throw. 1 ball, no strikes, and 2 outs are in the bottom of the 7th. Good news for the Phillies is that Bryson Stott is over at second base. Yeah, thanks, man. The pitch to Castellanos, low for ball 2. Two and 0 is the count. And the pitch outside for ball 3. Castellanos' average has really dropped. Jackson Stevens with 55 pitches, 37 of them have been for strikes. And the 3-0 swing and a miss. That cutter was at the knees. Would have been a strike regardless. Nick is hitting .268 with 22 homers, 88 RBI. And the 3-1 to Nick Castellanos. That's low for ball 4, so he will draw a walk. That's only the 32nd time that he's done that this season. Now Brian Snitker's going to go out there and he's going to make a change. So Jackson Stevens is done. He's responsible for the runners over at first and second base. And we have a pitching change as Johnson will come on in. All right, after this inning is done, I am going to take a very, very quick step off. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic night. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. .32 walks, 165 strikeouts for Castellanos. Yep. Well, really, if you want to be honest, it's 166 because I don't think ESPN counts today's. Oh, wait, plus there was a game before that. and he struck out to end the game. So, yeah. I don't know if that counted. But anyhow. All right, just checked ESPN. Lead headline, QB Aaron Rodgers injures ankle 4 plays into his Jets debut. Wow. How about that? Okay. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Brandon Marsh is up. We had a pitching change. There's 2 outs and 2 runners on for Philadelphia. They lead it 7-5. In case you are just joining us, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. Not sure if it was updated. It says Larry still is a terrible walk. Oh, yeah, for sure. Phillies lost the first game of this doubleheader by a score of 10-8 in extra innings. They lead it 7-5, though, and they definitely could use some more insurance. The first pitch, that's low for a ball. Johnson gets set at the letters, looks back to second base, now back to the plate. Marsh homered in his last time up. And the 1-0, that's a curveball, right down the pipe. It's taken all the way for a called strike. Martian 286 with 9 homers and 52 RBI coming into today. Just hit his 10th, his last time up. And the 1-1, that's dribbled foul. And that makes the count now 1-2. So Pierce Johnson is the guy that's on the mound. One ball, 2 strikes. The 32-year-old veteran looks back at second, now back to the plate, and the 1-2 swing and a miss. And Marsh is retired. The inning is over. The Phillies leave 2 runners on base, and we go to the top of the 8th as they lead it 7-5 still. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a very quick step off. I will see you guys in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Be right back. All right, cool. Ouch, that hurt. Bullpen has to get 6 outs, man. They really do. I'm with you. Totally with you. Allen makes the handoff. No, I'm kidding. I'm just trying to see. All right, Matt Strom will come in to pitch for the Phillies. He's 8-4. He has a 3.33 ERA. They want to go with a lefty on lefty here, as Matt Olson, who's had 2 homers in this ball game, is due up, and he fouls off the first pitch. Phillies do lead at 7-5. The scoring, well, they were able to get 4 runs off of Kyle Wright in that bottom of the first inning. So they got most of their offense, but then they scored 2 in the 4th and 1 in the 5th. The 0-1, that's low for a ball. Strom gets set. Just above the letters, kicks, deals the pitch. Fouled off again. So Hoffman was the guy that came in for the 7th inning. Michael Lorenzen got the start for the Phillies. Lorenzen technically in line to get the win. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strom delivers, winds up, and it's outside. And off the plate for ball 2. Phillies will play tomorrow night in Game 3 of this 4-game set at 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time. The 2-2 on the way. Here it is, and it's just outside, just by an eyelash. It makes the count full. Strom has a 3.33 ERA and 102 strikeouts on the season in 81 innings of work. Payoff pitch. Popped up. Hit out towards the third base side in foul territory. Sosa waits for it and will make the catch. And there's 1 out. And finally, Matt Olson is human. Phillies bullpen just has to be sharp. And it's a lot to ask for against a deadly lineup. Here's Sean Murphy, who's 0 for 3. Lined out, fouled out, and flied out. First pitch in this at-bat. It's on the upper third of the zone for a strike. It was not a touchdown? All right, thanks for clarifying that. And the 0-1 pitch at the knees for a strike at 93 miles per hour. So the count is 0-2. 1 away in the top of the 8th. Sean Murphy, the former Oakland Athletic, is 0 for 3 tonight. Did not start in the first game. It was Travis d'Arnaud. The 0-2, swing and a miss. And good night to Sean Murphy as he goes back to the bench, and there's 2 away. They settled for the field goal. Yeah, I saw that. But the Bills just got a touchdown, I saw. Oh, I don't want to spoil this for people that are actually watching the game, that are a little bit behind. I'm sorry if I did that, guys. I should have thought. Two outs and nobody on. Next batter due up is Williams, and he hits this one out to right field. Castellanos tracks it down towards the alleyway, and will make the catch, and the inning is over. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Phillies lead at 7-5. Edmundo Sosa, Jake Cave, and Kyle Schwarber are coming up. 8, 9, and 1. So that was Williams who was able to pinch hit for Eddie Rosario, just because they wanted to go with a righty on lefty. Guys, I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. Comment down below. Feel free to like and subscribe and turn on those bells. Luke Williams sighting. Yes. Guys, remember Luke Williams and the walk-off home run last year? It's funny because Christian Pache is with us and Luke Williams is with them. Also, technically, the other former Philly that they have is Charlie Morton. That's so funny to me how Charlie Morton was once a Philly. Yep, says Larry. Guys, we need 15 more subscribers to get to 1,000. Let's get there, guys. We love each and every one of you. Cheers. September, best sports month. I told you, I like it more than October because I love the idea of getting ready for hockey and for basketball. But when football starts and you're coming down the stretch of baseball, it's like you know what's coming. It is the best sports month, in my opinion. Edmundo Sosa will come up to the plate. Sosa's 2 for 3 with a double and a single. A run scored and 2 RBI. Johnson with the kick and the pitch. It's on the inside corner for a strike. It was at 96 miles per hour. Phil's doubleheader. Snowman has a game. Rhino has Monday Night Football. It's great. The 0-1, another swing and a miss. Oh, boy. So that makes the count 0-2. It is really wild when you think about that. Done a lot of work today. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Sosa strikes out. It was on 4 pitches thrown by Johnson. Excuse me. So that'll bring up Jake Cave, who tripled in the 4th. So he's 1 for 3. First pitch he sees is outside. Like and subscribe for JJ's doubleheader content. Thank you. Thank you, man. Yes, guys, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Also, spread the word. I always keep forgetting to say that. Spread the word to other people. You know, we want to get more and more people involved. The pitch. That's on the outside corner for a strike. The fact that we do this without stat guys, too, that is pretty impressive. Jay was right yesterday. I sometimes forget about that. The 1-1, that's outside for ball 2. You know, we don't have producers. We don't have spotters. The fact that we're doing it at this level without any of those people, I keep forgetting about that, and I got to give myself a little pat on the back for that. The 2-1, another swing and a miss. I keep forgetting. Thanks, Larry. The 2-2 on the way, and that's fouled back towards the net. So Jake Cave is up at the plate. Used to play for the Minnesota Twins. He's 30 years old. And the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Third base umpire says yes. It seems like Jacob Metz, every time there's a left-handed hitter for the Phillies that checks their swing, it's been all swings that he has confirmed. I didn't know about that one. Kyle Schwarber has singled, walked, and scored a run. And oh, by the way, guys, his average is over 200 now. It's at 201. I just have to make that clear. The pitch that swung on and missed. I have to make sure I make that clear, guys. The 0-1. Curveball at the knees for a strike. The pretty boys on TV have a huge team working for them. And on radio, too. The guys that do the pregame setups and all those types of things, those spotters, and, you know, they have that, too. Especially the national broadcast media. The 0-2 pitch, that's low for ball one. But you're absolutely right. And I can't lose sight of that. We do sometimes use these graphics, though. Confetti falling, says Larry. A 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? And for the first time, Jacob Metz says, no. No, I know what you meant. Even the fans are cheering for him for making that call. Nobody on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. The 2-2 the Schwarber. Swing and a miss on a curveball at 88. That's probably going to get his average back down to 200. All right, we go to the top of the 9th. Craig Kimbrell and Christopher Sanchez are warming up in the Phillies bullpen, but Kimbrell will probably come in. I'm going to take one more step off. I will see you guys in just a couple of seconds. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. All right, here we go to the top of the 9th inning. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hope you're all doing well. If you guys think that the Phillies are going to win this game and close it out, please hit the thumbs up button. If you guys think that the Phillies are going to lose but you enjoy this content, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're on here, hit the thumbs up button. If you know what I'm going to say next, hit the thumbs up button. That's what I was going to say next. All right, top of the 9th inning we go. Craig Kimbrell will come on in to try to shut the door. That bell looks absolutely awesome. Patriotic bell. Red, white, and blue. At Citizens Bank Park. So Kimbrell is 22 for 25 in save opportunities. His ERA is at 3.45. He's gone 60 innings. Has 81 strikeouts. Opponents are batting 180 against him. And here comes Orlando Arcia. It'll be Arcia, Pilar, and Lopez that are due up. Wouldn't be surprised if Snicker puts in Albies to pinch hit for the lefty on righty matchup. The pitch, the first pitch, that's sliced foul, and it goes out of play. We got to get 5 more likes to get to 40. Can the Phillies shut the door? Please don't let this go to the bottom of the 9th. I'm begging you. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, that's fouled off. Rojas will play over in center field, and Marsh slides on over to left. So Kyle Schwarber is taken out of the game just for defensive purposes. What's going on, guys? We're in the 9th inning. Thanks so much for rating on here. Yes. How are you all? Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Yes. David's here. Sandra's here. Dallas is here. Linda's here. Everybody's here. Rhino's here. The 0-2 pitch. Just a hair outside for ball one. We're in the top of the 9th inning in game 2 of this doubleheader. Guys, can the Phillies close this out? Comment down below. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kimbrel in to close the deal. The pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. And there's 1 away in the top of the 9th. And the Phillies are 2 outs away from splitting this day-night doubleheader. Let's go. It smells like a rhino raid, says Larry. Yes. Cameron's here. Yes. 15 subs to 1K. I know, it's so crazy. Here's Kevin Pillar, first pitch. That's just a hair outside for ball 1. I'll come on in after this is done. Hopefully it's done soon. I definitely don't want it to go to the bottom of the 9th. 1 ball, no strikes. Kimbrel gets set, winds up, delivers the pitch. Grounder hits sharply over to third. Sosa has it, throws over to first, and it's in time, and the Braves are down to their final out. They say in baseball that the last out is the hardest out to get. And I believe Ozzy Albies is coming up to pinch hit for Nicky Lopez. 6 pitches and 2 outs. Crash of the Rhinos. Vince, thanks for coming on here, man. It's Nicky Lopez that'll be hitting, so Albies will not be pinch hitting. Looked like he was coming out. All right, 2 outs. Nobody on in the top of the 9th. Phillies lead 7-5. And the first pitch, that's just a hair low for ball 1. Lopez is 1 for 3, just missed a homer earlier in this ball game. It ended up being a double out to left field off the top of the wall. The 1-0 by Kimbrel, foul ball, and the count is 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Nicky Lopez. On deck is Acuna, and with 1 second left on the pitch clock, JT will call for time. You can't do that now. You're not going to pinch hit for Acuna, who's on deck. I'm shocked that they didn't put him in. 1-1 is the count. Kimbrel gets set, kicks, fires the pitch, line drive into center field for a base hit. And Lopez keeps the ball game alive. And here comes the deadly Ronald Acuna Jr. Power on power. Obviously can't walk him here. Michael Harris II is in the on-deck circle. And now if you're Kimbrel, I think it's safe to say that you don't want to give him anything low. Acuna is 2 for 5 lifetime against Kimbrel with a homer. First pitch to Acuna, swing and a miss on a knuckle curve. I'm shocked that he went after that. That sailed out of the strike zone as it was low. I'm so shocked he went after it. He's ahead in the count 0-1. 2 outs. The tying runs up at the plate. And the pitch to Acuna. Swing and a miss. That time he goes with a fastball. And the Braves are down to their final strike. That came in at 96 miles per hour. So he goes with an off-speed pitch that's low. And then goes with a high fastball. No balls, 2 strikes. Kimbrel gets set, kicks, fires the pitch, fly ball it out to right field. It's hooking foul and it goes out of play. Well, that raid certainly helped us, Steven Newts. That's awesome. 0-2 is the count to the most likely the MVP of the National League. Power on power right here for the Phillies. Who will win the battle? No balls, 2 strikes. Kimbrel gets set, fires, and kicks the pitch. Grounded over to first base. Cave has it and wins the race to the bag, and that's the ball game. The Phillies hang on and split the doubleheader against the Atlanta Braves, and they win by a final score of 7-5. And the Phillies can ring the bell. And everybody can take a breath. Well, the Phillies were able to take care of business as they win 7-5. How about the Milwaukee Brewers? They are just cooking against the Miami Marlins. 11-0 at Miller Park. That's absolutely crazy. So the Phillies are back to 2 games up in the wild card race against the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs and the Rockies are currently tied 1-1 at Coors Field. It's in the top of the 3rd. Cubs have runners at first and second with 1 out. We'll take a split. Yep, that sounds good. With the way that things were going in Game 1, it just definitely did not feel good. But this feels a lot better. It certainly does. Phillies bullpen in Game 2 went 4 innings, allowed only 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, and only 2 hits. And they get their 79th win of the season, and the Braves fall to 94-50. So Kimbrel gets a save, and the Phillies hang on and win by a final score of 7-5. And that's going to wrap things up here. Oh, man. What a day, guys. That was fun. That was exhausting, but it was great. All right, I will see you guys back on tomorrow afternoon. We'll do an Eagles post-game podcast, and we'll talk a little bit about the Vikings game and give some predictions. And then tomorrow night, we'll be on, and we'll do the Phillies game. Kimbrel did not screw up. And guess what? He won that battle against Acuna. That was big. That was really big. Big save for Craig Kimbrel. And that's going to wrap things up here. All right, guys. So long. My name is Jason Joseph. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to get going. I love you all so much. Tea time. Catch you all tomorrow.